wait till you leave. Okay, how you doing? How you doing, Chris?
I'm good. What's up?
Hey, that's good. Welcome to episode 1. All right. Why are young women? Why are young women? Oh yes, you should have known this was coming.
Oh, you could have left me for this.
Yeah. So basically, the conversation is why are young women so complicated? That's the title of the show. So, why do you think young women are so complicated?
Just depending on the woman. Basically.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, all young women are complicated.
All?
Not all. No. Not all young women are complicated. It just depends on the woman and how she...
Hold on. Get my earpiece. Sometimes this stuff don't even want. Okay, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you say all young women are complicated. Why is that?
Not all of them.
Not all of them?
Yeah, not all young women are complicated. A lot of it has to do with their upbringing, tragedy, different things that went on in their life and everything.
So does that give them an excuse to be complicated like they are in relationships, or as a person?
It's no excuse to be complicated, but everything is compromising.
Yeah.
You gotta compromise and everything, and you gotta get an understanding of where she coming from.
And where would that be? So if she she has the reasons that she's complicated, but it's up to the men to understand where she's coming from. What you're saying?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so
and that's only if they want to understand. If they want to deal with the situation. If they really care about that woman and everything, they're gonna figure out what's going on with her and everything.
Right.
See where she's coming from. What's going on in her head. And a lot of men pick your head and make sure, that's even with older women. Men pick your head to see where you're going, especially if they care about you.
But wait, so why is it? Why do you think? Even though they're, that they may have these little complicated issues, like even if the man would, would give a damn, of course he has a choice whether he wants to know why, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But you got a lot of young women that are forcing that on men, though. Why? So
you can't force nothing on nobody. I mean, man, woman, you cannot force nothing on nobody. That's not gonna work. You got, if that's your choice. If you decide that's where you want to go with this relationship or whatever y'all in, but you can't force nobody to, go along with you.
So shouldn't so wait a minute. So shouldn't the younger women at least try to figure out, what that man is willing to deal with? Shouldn't they try to figure that out?
That's where communication comes in play.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's where the difficulty also comes in, because those are the complications. Even where communication is off. You see what I'm saying? So how is it? So my question is, how is it that we have so many young women out here in relationships? Excuse me, they ain't gonna like in relationships, and then you got so many of them that's in relationships and they don't last. But every time you see an older woman that may have, better experiences on how to treat a man, but the younger ones, they're in and out of relationships constantly. Like you see them in a relationship, and then you see them in another one.
A lot of younger women, they need time to grow. They haven't got there yet.
Right.
Like an older woman, she's seasoned, like they say, back in the day.
Right.
Right. She done been through some things. She knows some things, and she done been through all of that. A young person has not been through the things that an older person has been through.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, even older people are still learning, you know, but they take what they've learned and apply it to their relationship.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's, you know. Youth is, you know, a learning process. You learning what you're supposed to do when you're in your 20s and everything. But, you know, even some people in their 40s haven't got it right yet. You know, they're still learning. Mm-hmm. Everything is a learning process.
So why do you think that, you know, younger women makes it seem like it's everybody else's fault that they're complicated? Why do you think they try to blame others instead of looking in the fucking mirror?
Because they haven't learned to take their pride out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a lot of pride even with men. You know, younger men say it's everybody. You know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, you know, some people got to learn how to take their pride out of it, out of the relationship, and actually, you know, deal with the relationship at hand. Mm-hmm. You know.
Even this, I mean, obviously, as far as accountability is concerned, a lot of young women don't believe that they should be held accountable for their actions.
No, they don't. I can agree with that. A lot of them don't, but there are some that, you know, have learned. Okay, yeah, I did that. I own up to that and everything. But there's a lot because they haven't learned to be accountable. They still, you know, like the old folks say, wet behind the ears.
Yeah.
And everything. Yeah. They don't know. You know, they don't know nothing about being accountable and everything. They need an older person to teach them that.
Mm-hmm.
A grandma. I'm not talking about grandma being 30 and everything closer to their age. I'm talking about a grown, you know, older woman.
Okay.
You know.
Let me say this real quick. Okay. But do you know, you know what I'm saying, scientifically, you know what I'm saying, let's move to science real quick. Scientifically, we have younger women. The reason for a lot of their on and off relationships is because scientifically, younger women are used to getting what they want, using their bodies and their beauty to get over men, to do as they want, as they please, and they're not being held accountable for it. So why do you think 75% to 80% of young women are using what they have to get exactly what they want and not be held accountable for their actions on that?
Maybe they haven't been taught.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't been taught that your body is precious, mm-hmm. that, you know, you can't use your body for everything, that your youth is a precious thing, use it wisely, because you can get old.
Yeah.
You know, they haven't been taught that. You know, if you don't have an old school person teaching you, you know, your great grandma, people that's been there through the struggles of life and everything, you don't have nobody teaching you that you are special.
Right.
They're going to think, oh, okay, I can get it just because I'm pretty
mm-hmm.
and everything.
Right.
But just being pretty is not going to, you know, work after a while. Because that pretty fades.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't hold themselves accountable because they don't feel like they have to. My looks give me everything because they haven't been taught that looks not everything.
Yeah, and they haven't been taught that eventually that shit gets old.
Exactly.
Because about 10 years from now, it's not going to be so interesting. Correct.
Yeah, and especially, you never know what happens in life. You know, sickness, different things could mm-hmm. take away that beauty that you pride yourself on. It comes back to pride. You know, mm-hmm. So, you know, if you haven't been taught by your older generation, hey, your beauty gonna fade at one point.
But wait, so if they've been taught, then why do you think the sudden, different direction of choice if they've been taught?
If they've been taught and they still choose
mm-hmm.
to let that go on, then that's on them.
Right.
It's nothing that the man can do and everything. Some people are just stubborn like that
mm-hmm.
and everything. It's nothing that a man can do to change your stubbornness. That's a change you gotta have to make. And you gotta look at it like this: if you're a religious person, or you believe in God, God is a jealous God. He don't want nobody before him. So you priding yourself on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, God gave you that. He can easily take it away.
Yeah.
And so what?
None.
Everything from the egg and everything. You looking like you done fell on them door. People looking at you like, what happened? You used to be the prettiest thing in school. They ain't gonna know what to do with it.
I mean, because you know what, even after all of the shit that they, that a lot of young women do as when they're younger, 20 years from then, 10 or 20 years from then, and they lose that, then they start to regret. Why do you think they start to regret once they've done all of these things to so-called
have what they used to have? When something gets taken away from you, that's a loss.
Right.
So they lost the money maker. They lost their, pride, kind of, So, you don't have that in the beginning, whether I'm pretty or ugly, I'm still beautiful because God made me that way. If you haven't been taught that early on, when you lose it, it's like the world is just gone to an end. And frankly, some women commit suicide over that stuff.
Yeah. You got a lot of women. You got a lot of women, like women over, ages, 18 to 24 and 25. Scientifically, it's been researched, it's been discovered that, most younger women commit suicide more than older women.
Right.
A lot of it be because either they didn't get what they want, or they couldn't handle whatever struggle that they were going through, to appease or to, be rewarded with what they were working for. They just give up.
Like I said, you got to also look at the tragedies in their life and everything. You don't know if that woman was brutally raped and repeatedly and everything. You don't know what she done went through. What
do you think? But so what do you think? What do you think the the young men can learn from the younger women? Through their complications. What do you think the young men can learn? Because young men have more problems with the younger women than older men. It's like the older men, they tend to get the younger women.
I wish a lot of older men would take time with these younger men as that went up and down, my son cable.
Yeah. He said that went up and down. That went up and down. Did you hear that, Kay? Did you hear that?
Yes. They need to have more, men stepping up to the plate. These young men need them.
Well, you know what? I talk to him a lot when it comes to females, but he doesn't really listen, like he should. Yeah. He's setting his mind like he knows, but he doesn't. So, I let him ride with it sometimes.
Like, that one is really wet behind the ears. He knows everything. And I have to tell him, son, you don't know everything. Mama, this is why I know this and that, this.
If he knew everything, he'd be a god. If you knew everything.
You better call on God. Call on God. You don't know everything. So, it takes, some real strong men to get through to somebody like Cable. Because Cable will be like, oh, I know this, but you don't know.
See, that's why I constantly speak to him, too. But see, that's why I constantly speak to him, to get through his head, like, hey, man, if it's something you don't know, admit to that. I said, but you only should speak what you know, not what you don't. Just because you may have seen or heard something does not mean you know it, because you have not experienced it. So stop capping.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, indeed, and that's why I have to say, even the young men need to look to older men.
Yeah.
And everything. Mm-hmm. They done been through that stuff. They know how to, navigate. Hey, man, you need to leave that alone. Especially them old school men and Thundercat. You need to leave that alone.
Right.
Well,
see, where's that? Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. Let's jump back to the topic at hand. So for the younger women, I think that the younger women can learn a lot from the older women, but not all of them, because you have a lot of older women that are ignorant as fuck.
Yeah, ignorant.
Yeah. So what is something you think that the older, mature women can teach the younger women on how to better care of themselves and not be so damn complicated?
Well, they can teach them how to talk right, first of all.
Yeah.
And everything, because if you really look at, and I'm not just talking about any older woman and everything, I'm talking about the older women that, have something about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Not the ones that just being bums on the street,
Right.
They ain't gonna teach you nothing but to be a bum. If you want to be a Christian woman, you're gonna have to go to a Christian woman, a real one, not the fake acting, just wear the big hat on Sunday and everything.
It's all a fashion show. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not them. I mean, real, hey, you can know it, you'll feel it, when you got the real thing.
Right.
And everything. Go to that type of woman and everything. You want a business woman and everything, go to a business woman. The one that went from doing their stuff in the kitchen to, they got an empire now.
Mm-hmm. So do you think younger women can accomplish more, if they weren't so complicated? You think they can accomplish more and gain a lot more respect?
They're more willing to listen to, things. They're more willing to, accept some things.
Yeah.
If they listen,
why you think they're not so submissive though?
Because they haven't been really happen to be submissive. They don't have to be submissive. They can't.
Why?
Who knows?
I can tell you like this, and I don't, saying whether you agree or disagree. Hey, as far as men are concerned, we don't want to deal with that shit. That's just, and this is just. Oh well, no, this is actually me speaking for the men. Now, the reason why you can say some of them don't, that's because they don't portray that way. But in all actuality, we all think like that. We don't want to deal with that shit. But some of them are accepting of the behavior because they really either like that woman or just decide they want to put up with that shit. But we don't want to deal with that shit.
Put up with it, that's on them,
Right.
That's on the man. But, at some point, you're going to have to switch it.
Mm-hmm.
Like a switch. You're going to have to switch it down. Hey, wait a minute. I done dealt with this, but now I'm going to tell you how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
And everything. It's your choice whether you want to listen or not.
Well, why do you think, let's just say this, for younger and older women, why do you think, women, period, feel like, they're the more dominant?
Well, look back at Adam and Eve.
Well, last time I checked in that story, it wasn't any kind of dominance. It was more manipulation and deceivement. And that's
exactly.
And it was from the woman, though. It wasn't. It wasn't from
exactly. the man. But you asked the question that.
I mean, right. I'm just saying.
Even then, it was more. But see, Adam has a brain of his own.
Right. But see,
he know what God said.
He allowed it.
He allowed it.
Right.
Just like men today, allowing their women to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And everything. You're going to have to put a stop to it. You don't have to abuse her or anything. You can just say, hey, I'm not going to deal with that. I know what God told me to.
But she did receive, and that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everyone has their own way of thinking. but everyone also has the same way of thinking when it comes to right and wrong. So you know you don't have to manipulate or deceive someone to get them to do something. If they don't agree with doing it, then don't pressure them or try to deceive them to do something that they shouldn't do or that you shouldn't do. But when you pressure a person, you know what I'm saying, kind of like Adam, he was pressured into that shit. She continued to abuse, you know what I'm saying, that ability she had over that man. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up falling into that trap. But see, that's the reason why I say that, you know, when it comes to women and younger women, and, you know what I'm saying, they can be very complicated. And a lot of us brothers, a lot of brothers out here, whether young and old, they get so, you know what I'm saying, hypnotized, you know what I'm saying, in the words. And then whatever, you know, that woman is, how she presenting herself, that they forget that they have a fucking brain. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. You gonna have to, the man gonna have to start using that brain of his. Hey, wait a minute, hold up. I ain't gonna continue to, after it's been done so many times and everything, it should click up in a man's head, hey, she manipulates me.
But wait, let's, you know what I'm saying, but we're not talking about men, though. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the female. We're not talking about the men. We're talking about the female. Okay? Remember, it was her choice. It was her choice to put that in a man's head or a young man's head. It wasn't his. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we not, you know what I'm saying? We talking about the, you know what I'm saying, the structural mindset of a complicated young female. Okay?
Yeah.
And that is
why they like that.
Right, but that is very destructive. They're very destructive. They tend to use all of what they've been through in their life to pretty much throw out into the world. It's like, fuck it. You know, I'm going to do what I want, and I'm going to hurt this person, that person. They can't continue to use their pain, you know what I'm saying, out of whatever complications that they live in life to do what they're doing to the men. You see what I'm saying? And so it's a lot of men, you know what I'm saying, that's why I can't stand when I hear a lot of young women say, you know, this old, you know, I always started to talk this old victimizing ass speech. Like, okay, you are only a victim is because of what you allowed. Now, whatever you couldn't control, you still should have grew from that. You decided to hold on to that. See, this is where I come in with the accountability.
But you gotta look at it. A lot of women can't let that go. They need the help to let it go. And some of them don't think they have a problem. They don't know that they have a problem and everything. So, you know, if they don't get the help they need, the cycle continues. Mm-hmm. It's a cycle and everything. They don't know that they're doing this and everything, but all they feel is what hurts they feel when whatever happened to them happened. Mm-hmm. And everything. Whether if daddy left, it could be anything and everything. But to deal with it, they're going to need help and everything. They're going to need help. You know, men are a little bit better at it, but they don't even admit when they need help. Mm. So, how you think a young woman, you know, just like Billie Holiday.
I mean, well, see, but it's not, you know, I just got to say this. It's not the man's job to convince her to get help. It's her job. You know what I'm saying? You know.
But how does she know that she needs help?
But that's on her. If she doesn't know she needs help, then that's on her. You hear what I'm saying?
She's doing the cycle continues.
Right. And the only reason why it continues. But see, the only reason why it's not that she wouldn't know that she needs help. Wait a second. Hold on a second. It's not that she don't know that she needs help. You know what I'm saying? She knows, it's just that she chooses not to get it. Because usually a lot of younger women don't believe mentally anything is wrong with them. They think it's everybody else.
They don't think it's nothing wrong with them.
Right, and that's a psychological issue though. That's some psychological issue shit right there. You know?
When you don't know that something's wrong with you and everything, it takes somebody to tell you something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
And everything. And like I said, you know, some men don't want to deal with it, but at some point, if you're going to continue to be with that person, you're going to have to deal with it. Mm-hmm. And everything.
Right.
I mean, just, that's just how it's gonna be. You're gonna have to deal with it. Either you're gonna let it go, or you're gonna deal with it in a way that's gonna be positive for both of y'all.
Right.
She gonna get some hits, and you gonna get some peace of mind.
Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, it's you know what I'm saying, it's just been so many things and so many reasons why that it's like, because it's always everyone else's fault. And see, and this is what I'm tired of constantly seeing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about the ladies, the women. You know what I'm saying? It's like for 50, 60 years, all we've heard how much is the man's fault. I think it's the women's turn, to start getting held accountable for their actions now. You know what I'm saying?
I say it's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. Women.
Not anymore. That's enough on us. It's time for the ladies to start hearing.
But if it's your fault, then it's your fault. You pick yourself by your bootstraps. How you gonna say it? But see, that's the same psychological thing.
You know what I'm saying? It's not our fault.
If
it's her fault, that's her fault. That's her issue.
It's truly her fault, yeah. But look at it like this: a man will only do so much,
but how
and vice versa.
But see, that's the thing, and this is the reason why I'm saying we're having this conversation, and that's the thing. As long as I've been around, I've always heard the majority. Do you know that 90% of women in the world blame the cause and effect on a man than holding accountability for themselves? Did you know that? See, there is where the problem is. Because I know damn well 90% of the issue is our fault. I know damn well 90% is not our fault. I know that.
We don't know how much is the man's fault. We don't know how much is the woman's fault. I feel like they are equally responsible, because for the simple fact is, depending on the situation, I'll say, depending on the situation. I'll give you, for example, a man that doesn't spend time with his children. The woman has begged and pleaded for the man to spend time with him.
Okay, well, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. We got
She's spending the time.
Well, but wait a minute. Hold on. But wait a second. You can't force a man to to be involved in something if you don't want to be involved in something. Like exactly. She made the choice to allow him to impregnate her. You know what I'm saying? That was her choice.
She made the choice to do it.
That was still her choice to allow him to do it, though. See what I'm saying? So regardless,
because there are so many men that sneak women all the time and everything. Not necessarily, but now they have a child and everything. They choose to have that child.
Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, look, like I'm saying this. See, this is what I'm saying right here. This is what I'm saying right here. So see, you know what I'm saying? You continue to make it to where it's still a vice versa thing, or still an equal thing.
No, I can even put it in the woman.
It's not.
I can put it towards the woman.
It's not an equal thing though when it comes to the woman and the man. It's her body. It's her. You know what I'm saying? It's her choice to lay with him. Yeah, wait a second. See, that's my point.
But why you put it out on the woman? Because it's both of y'all.
Because
it's both of y'all coming together. Right. It's both of y'all making the mistake to sleep together. It's both of y'all.
Yeah, but see, that's the
both of y'all.
We're talking about the woman because this is the topic, and this is the time for the woman to be held accountable. No, to be held accountable for her actions. Because the man has been held accountable for his actions for the last 60 years.
But they're not even being accountable.
But I think, yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Some of them is not being held accountable. They just what they want to do.
Wait a second. I think that it is time, for the women to be held accountable and for us to start talking about what's going on and what they should be doing better now. It's time for us to start talking about
women need to be accountable as well. I say both of
they're not being held accountable. Look at the statistics. They're not being held accountable. Women are not being held accountable for that.
Who's making the statistics?
The women are.
So if the women are making the statistics,
because you got a lot of women with
accountable. If they making the statistics and everything,
the statistics prove that they're not holding themselves accountable. That's what the statistics.
Yeah, true. That's true.
They're blaming women are blaming everything on us. Like, we're the reasons why they went crazy. We're the reasons why they act the way they do. We the reasons why this. We the reasons why that. Well, goddamn, what else we the fucking reason for? Goddamn. Can you catch a fucking break? Because last time I checked, I could have sworn, bitch, it was you. Shit. Hold your own action. You can't get mad because I decide, well, you know what?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much. It's too much of that, man. That's all I'm saying. It's too much of, a lot of young women, a lot of old women, a lot of women, period, blaming the man for their actions. And it's they chose. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get you the mind to think that, see, they chose. Just like we can choose, y'all can choose too. They chose this. You see what I'm saying? They chose that shit. They made that choice.
In any relationship.
So why we held accountable for the choice?
Yeah, that's,
you know what I mean?
You can choose better.
Yeah, I'm just saying we shouldn't be held accountable for what they chose to do or say or act. But it's not our fault.
After all is said and done and everything, it all comes down to everybody is at fault.
Right. See,
everybody.
You're just like every woman I've spoken to. I know, but we're talking about the fault and accountability of a woman, not a man, not a child. We're just talking about the fault and accountability of a grown woman.
Well, she's accountable. She has to be held accountable for her actions.
Right.
Like a man has to be accountable.
You see, you can't help but revert to that shit. But see, that's not what we're talking about, though. We're not talking about that, though.
A woman
we've been held accountable. We've been held accountable. Do you know? Okay, we've been held accountable for our actions for the last 60 years plus. Not out of all of that time since the 1930s. Has a woman been held accountable for her actions? She's been protected, is what I'm telling you. She's been protected. And if she was to commit a crime, the man would get 4 times, wait a second. The man would get 4 times worse the time than the woman would. This has been statistically and scientifically proven. 80% of the punishments in this country are less than than a man. 80% of punishment in this country are way worse than a woman, and that's on a man. Women are protected. They are not being held accountable enough.
Do you think women
are doing? Huh?
Do you think women are equal to men?
No, hell no. We built the goddamn world. Hell no.
That's why.
That's not why though. Just because we're unequal does not mean. Wait a second. But wait a minute. What about in the 19th? Wait a second. But hold on a second.
And society holds them to that.
Yeah, but that's no. The women, no. Society does not hold women to that standard because of the nature of the female. The nature of the female is what has changed society on what it is. Look at all of you. You're not going to see one movie, whether it comes from Tyler Perry or Oprah Winfrey, where it is praising the man like he is king. You ain't gonna see that shit. We live in a society where everything that has been structured, and irregardless of the inequality, just because we're unequal does not mean oh, well, that's why. No, it is not. Because women play a huge
part.
Why
people feel that way?
Huh?
I'm just saying what people would feel.
We're not talking about people. We're talking about women.
Oh, women. I'll put it like this. Women would feel, oh, y'all the man. So, that was times when women couldn't do this. Mm-hmm. And that. And everything. Mm-hmm. So, y'all the man. Y'all always had it like that. We didn't have it like that.
Had it like how? Had it like how? Please explain that to me.
Women couldn't really do certain things that men could do.
Wait a minute, you think men had
even back in slavery times, they couldn't do certain things that a man could do. Think about it.
But you think men had it easy?
No, I ain't say they had it easy. Because no black person had it easy. No black person had it easy. But they got better treated for certain things. And everything. Women got raped by their masters. Men didn't have to get raped by their masters.
And you think men got better treated than women in those times of slaves?
In some things.
How? Okay, let me say this then. See,
and then even when it came down to voting and stuff.
Okay, well, hold on a second.
Women wasn't allowed to vote at first.
All right, hold on a second. So how is it that men got treated better at certain things? So you no, you said they got treated. Okay, but still, that's considering them being treated a little bit better than women. So let's just say this: how did they get treated any different by being a slave to fight to the death with another slave, a slave to kidnap other slave children, and they were being told and made to do all these things? That's a struggle. That's something that they did not decide and wanted to do. They were forced to do a lot of things that put a lot of pressure and stress and terror on the man's back, the black man's back. So I can't agree with you on that. If they treated us somewhat different, like I can't agree with that.
Women carried that also and everything. They both carried it. But as far as they don't show what the women went.
I know, but we're not talking. But we're not really. I know you said that, but we're not really talking about slavery now. We're talking about in this modern time now. Is what we're talking about. How it has changed. Okay, with these young women being angry for no bit. Yeah, with these young women, being complicated, pretty much angry with the way things are going, and they blaming the man for it. With some older women.
No, it's not fair. They should be held accountable if they deserve to be held accountable for it.
Yeah, they shouldn't be held accountable for it at all. And then we have some older women that act the same way. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be so surprised.
How you can say some men shouldn't be held accountable.
I never said that. Wait a minute. I never said that some men should be held accountable.
You think that already have been held accountable for it, right?
I said that last 60 years plus. Well, hold on. Let me.
You can already been held accountable for it. Ain't that what you said?
I know. This is what I said. I said for 60 years plus.
It's time for the women
men have been held accountable for everything that was said or done, whatever. But not. Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
No, not every man has been held accountable.
Name me one project that was done in Hollywood or on TV or anything where it actually praised the hell out the man and it got world-renowned reviews. I'll wait.
Name one woman.
There's plenty of them. Oprah Winfrey is one.
Okay, and not everybody.
It's plenty of them.
But see, you can't put her in. But you can't put certain women in a box, just like you can't put certain men in a box.
But see, that's not what I'm seeing. I'm not putting them in a certain box. I'm not putting them in a box at all. I'm putting them in an
individual. Okay, well, what society say?
What society knows and society sees. How not just on society, but just life period. How it has changed as far as the female. How it has changed. It has gotten even worse. You see what I'm saying? That's the purpose of this topic.
Everything is getting worse. And everything.
Hey, I'm not talking about.
Even with a female, I'm not guessing that a female needs to be held accountable. Yes, they do. A lot of people need to be held accountable, especially a female. I'm not disagreeing with you. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, everybody needs to be held accountable.
Okay.
Okay. But listen to what I said, especially a woman.
And you know what? And that's exactly what I've been trying to actually get to say. Just because it's so many. But it's a lot of
everybody needs to be held accountable. Mm-hmm. I say especially a woman. Mm-hmm. For her actions.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well. So. I surely, well, I can tell you one thing. This has been a really good dialogue. It's been a really good dialogue.
Yeah, you done tired me out now.
I'm just saying, because, look, I'm just saying, I'm glad that, but see, that's the reason for the topic and the title, because, I want to talk to women about this. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind talking to, younger people about this, but it's kind of hard to talk to, it's hard to talk to younger people because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So,
and then you just gotta, like I said.
Right.
We gotta people.
I so appreciate the dialogue, Chris, and hopefully I can get you to come back for episode 2.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, I so appreciate it. All right.
No problem.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. All right. Let me see. We have any other ladies in here who would like to join in on the conversation? All right. What about? All right. What is up to? Okay. Ireland need to. Oh shit! It's about to be lit. It's gonna go down now. What is going on, baby?
I was about to decline, but
why?
Oh well.
Oh, you didn't want to. You didn't want to be a part of episode 1.
No, I'm just fucking tired. I can't go to sleep though. So.
Okay, we can. Well, we don't have to talk long. How long do you think you got? Like you got about 20 minutes in you?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's try to. I don't know. It don't really matter. But so, what is your take on? Okay, the topic is why are young women so complicated? What is your take on that? What do you tell me what you think, and then we'll deliberate.
I don't know, man, because we didn't get no chance to like grow up, and then this pandemic came right in the middle of like, I don't know, man, like I don't know. I got an old soul anyway. I'm mature as fuck. I'm not in that category that you talking about, you know.
And what category is that? What category is that?
These young girls.
Okay. Okay, all right. Well, I never, gave a specific category. You know what I'm saying? I've spoken in general. You know what I'm saying?
You said,
Specifically
why are
mine.
young women so copycat?
That's the
Man,
title. That's the topic. So when you come in, I ask you, why do you think? Pretty much, what's your opinion on that? And we'll talk about it.
shit.
And we're not talking about anything on a personal point. We're just talking about in general information on what society has experienced with younger women.
I think people are just hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I think
How so?
people are just hurt. And the last generation, which is our parents, didn't really like show us God. You know what I mean? And like that, just
Mm-hmm.
that whole kind of lifestyle. You know what I mean? Just teaching us about God and stuff. You know what I mean? Like all of that shit. People are hurt.
Mm-hmm. So you think it's more has a lot to do with pain.
Yeah, it does. I think it does, but I
So
don't know.
okay. So now I know you know how to get real. I've seen it, but this is a real conversation, so don't get offended. Okay, I'm just the host. That's it. I mean, I gotta ask these questions. Okay, so don't get mad. Hopefully you don't cut me off for this.
No, I'm not gonna cut you
All
off.
right. So you're saying this. So I want to know this. How is that anyone's fault, or even how is that the man's fault?
Wait, say that again. How is it? How is
How
it
is it
anyone's fault?
anyone? How is it anyone? How is it anybody else's fault? Whatever she's been through, as far as why she's complicated, how is that anyone else's fault? And how is it the man's fault?
Oh, the man's fault. I don't,
Well,
as far
yeah,
as
okay,
the
well,
man, I don't know, but like, yeah, I don't know, man. There's no guidance. Like, there's no guidance, and I feel like you need that shit in life to be able to realize stuff. People can't just. I mean, some people can just snap out of it and realize, like, oh damn, you know what I mean? Let me do better, or let me try to do this or do that, and let me stop being complicated, whatever. Like some other people
Mhm.
need guidance to be able to, you know what I mean, be better.
Right.
Like me, honestly, like I'm not somebody who can become better on my own. I probably need somebody to just kind of like help me out and teach me how to do things. You know what I mean, to help me be better. You know what I mean, like some young
Yeah.
girls don't have like none of that, and they end up having to understand all of it. You know what I mean, just on their own, and that's not going to happen at 25 or 26. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Or whatever. That shit's gonna happen way later. When you already are grown and shit. You know what I mean? But I don't know. There's so many people in this world that at this point it's like
Mhm.
I don't
So
know.
so so
People
so
say
so when
like,
you
oh, it's up to you, it's up to you, it's up to you. Like it is up to you, but like life is literally hard as fuck, and it's even harder when you don't have nobody to show you things or explain things or make you see something in a different way. Like
yeah.
I don't know, I don't know, but I'm a pride.
So okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So what do
I don't
you
know if
think?
that shit makes sense, but like I've been completely damaged to the max, so I'm having a hard time trying to become better. That shit can get in the
Uh,
way, bro. Like, that shit can get in the way. Trauma, all of that shit, literally, that shit can stop you. It can slow you down. It can fuck with your
mm,
brain. Like, all of these kind like, that
right.
shit is hard. That shit's hard. But, like, as
Right.
far as young
So
women
what?
being complicated, I think they're just young and they're growing. I feel
Right.
like they don't need to understand, I guess, maybe to a certain, like, that's prime time. Like, when you say young, like, this,
Mm-hmm.
like I think of prime time. Like nobody's
Right.
thinking about trying to learn about God or something. You know what I mean? Unless you had somebody there when you were younger. Like
Right. Well. Let me say this here. Who do you say? As far as everything you're saying, who do you? Oh, is somebody. Okay, yeah. Give me a second, clean. I kind of want to do a one-on-one with everybody. Okay, so give me a second. Let me speak to
What
this.
happened?
Speak
'Cause I
to.
can't see.
Yeah, I was talking. Yeah, give me a second, clean. Give me a second, clean, and then I want let me finish this one-on-one, and then I'll bring you in. Okay. So as far as what you were saying,
Look
you
at
know,
you, funny as
do
hell.
you what?
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh,
This
me?
is
I'm
the
funny as
whole
hell.
time
So as far as
yeah.
everything you're saying, my question to you is, who do you blame for everything that you've been through in your entire life? Who do you blame? Do you blame yourself or do you blame the man?
Um, See, that's a hard question because,
That's a good question.
well, yeah, it is a good and it's a hard question because
Yeah.
who would I blame?
Like, who do you blame for what you've gone through your entire life? Yourself or the man?
Like, who's the man? Are you talking about like in a relationship or like just a man
Far
in my
as,
life?
okay,
Because
no, far
I
as
blame the
everything
fuck out
that
of my
you.
dad, honestly, if we talking about a man because, yeah,
Okay,
but
well, we're
I
not
mean,
talking
I don't
about.
know.
Wait. We're not talking about trauma, though. We're not talking about trauma. We're just as far as what you had went through personally, other than trauma. Who do you blame? Yourself or the man?
I would say the
Let's just say
man
the
that
man.
I would
Okay,
say
why?
the
Why?
man
Tell me why.
only because every time I've gotten hurt and I didn't do nothing.
Mm.
Like
You didn't do
the
that. Are
fact
you? Are you sure?
I don't. Okay, you know
Are
what?
you?
Let me just shut the fuck up because stuff don't. Every time I be trying to explain myself like that shit, I don't sound right when I'm saying it. Like I just have my own understanding. You know what I mean of it, but.
Don't you think that's a little one-sided?
I wouldn't blame myself because I did right. I didn't do wrong until you know what I mean. Like fucking you did wrong.
Yeah.
But,
So you got your own way of thinking, your own way of understanding, your own, and you don't blame yourself for any of it. So obviously it's the man's fault for all of that
the men
transparency.
the men that I
The ones you've dealt with, yeah, you've dealt with. Okay, so you don't feel you play a part in any of that.
Maybe allowing it after, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. Let me just shut up. No, I don't.
Go ahead.
Because I've always did right by people and have gotten hurt. So I didn't do. Why do I need to blame myself? I didn't do nothing to you.
So what I'm saying is, okay, so I get you on that part. Like, you don't think that there may have been anything that may have transpired to where it may have affected whatever your relationship or would be friendship with that person. You feel like, oh no, it was pretty much them, because I've always done right. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Oh, okay, all right. So basically, you don't blame you blame all that shit on all these niggas, on all these men. And so you don't hold yourself accountable for anything that you may have possibly done, because you don't know if you've done anything. That's why you hold yourself accountable.
I mean, I hold myself accountable for one thing that I did, and I didn't do that until. Let me just shut up. But yes, I take accountability for the one thing that I did one time. Yes.
Okay.
But there's a whole reason why it happened. I probably should have made a better decision and just removed myself. You know what I mean, and moved on. But
yeah. But wait a minute. Are you sure you want to touch on that? Because I'm gonna have to ask you some hard questions, some good questions. And I know that's something personal for you, but are you sure that's something you want to touch on? I just want to be, the guy with a good disclaimer, okay? So are you sure you want to touch on that? Because I'm going to go into that. If not, that's cool. We can move on.
Move on then.
Okay, all right then.
Can you see my comments?
Yeah, I can see yours, and I can see Clean. I just told Clean that I'll bring her in. I'll bring her in after I'm done with this. I like to do it one on one.
Boy, no,
it's a dude. Oh.
Yeah, it's a man.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to speak to the women tonight. So, I mean, I'll bring him in. I'll bring him in. You know what I'm saying, for a few minutes just to get his take on it. But then after that, we'll get back to that. So let me just, I'm gonna bring him in. So don't camp down. You ain't gotta go nowhere. I'll bring him in, and let me see. I need to stay.
I don't know, man, because I've been vulnerable my whole life when it comes to relationships. So I just ended up getting hurt. So I guess maybe that's why I feel like I'm not to blame.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, maybe it might be some little dumb shit like fucking cussing them out like "fuck you, bitch, you and your mama," like some shit. Okay, yeah, I'll hold accountable for saying some shit like that in the middle of a relationship. But as far as like just being complicated, I don't know. I'm complicated, but I'm not complicated like young and fucking dumb and don't know shit complicated. I'm just somebody who's just been hurt, and so I just don't know how to express myself very well, or whatever. So it just doesn't come out the right way.
So, all right. So pretty much what you're saying is, you know what I'm saying, you may have said some things that you don't think that may have affected you, may have been the reason why things didn't work out. So because you didn't feel like, okay, hey, it's not what I said, but it's what you did. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how you looking at all of it. So see, you know what I'm saying? So that's actually where the downfall comes in. That's actually where the accountability comes in. You see what I'm saying? So what you may have said or done to him may have been the reason why he put you through whatever he put you through, or why he left, or why he said what he said to you. You get what I'm saying? So this is where the accountability comes in.
I got you. I'll hit you up. I got you.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
So you never just really thought about that, have you?
No, not
if you
really.
were accountable for it.
I got a blocked mind. Like my mind, it just fucking constantly puts up fucking blocks and shit. I can't never fully think shit through. If that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've tried to bring your friend in, but he kept calming down, so I guess he didn't have anything to say.
Stupid.
So, yeah. So, as far as what you know, all right. Do you think? And I'm going to say outside of this. Okay. So we're gonna step outside of your, you know what I'm saying, your personal circle for a minute, because we touched on a little bit. So let's step outside of that and let's go to the in general information. So as far as the struggle, as far as the issues on hand with women, young women, and it can be old as well, you know what I'm saying, reference to the topic. As far as that, do you think men are to blame for all sorts of issues that have went on in this country?
Men?
As far as all right. So why do you? Okay. So I'll ask you this: Why do you think? Because men have been held accountable for their actions for 60 years plus.
Because men are expected to like hold all of the weight, and us women just sit and look pretty. I don't believe in that. I believe in we're gonna go 50-50 with this shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not the type of woman to be trying to put all of the pressure on a man and shit. I'm not gonna watch my man hold all of the weight.
Right.
Like I just don't like that shit. So I don't think these men. I mean, some of them are bitches and shit, but damn. I mean, they can hold all the way. Like, I don't know. I don't blame them though. Like a man, they go through a lot too. Like, people say women is women that. Like, nah, men really do go through a whole. They go through shit. and women have this image of them like they don't and shit. Like they're supposed to just suck it up and like there's feelings and shit. Like damn, I don't know though. But ask the question again. Motherfucker over here about the damn fucking die of stress and shit. Like for real.
It has been a long time since we have spoken. I'm saying this. And this, I'm telling you right now, Cam, this feels good because we haven't had a real conversation in a long time. And you know what? I am so glad. And like, what's really made me happy is that you actually came today and supported the show. And now you are part of the 31st episode of Tony Real, the God, Instagram Chronicles. You know what I'm saying? So this shit was amazing. Like, I'm excited. I can't believe it. I'm like, oh shit, Cap. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say.
This shit is crazy.
You know? Yeah. And I'm glad I got your input on that, man. You know, so I want to so this let me. I mean, I know, but I'm still happy you gave your input because I mean, look, to be honest, a lot of your input, you know, just to be honest, I found to be bullshit, but but I love you, so don't get mad at me. I love you, you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna ask you this now, all right? And okay, so this person came back again. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this here now. How do you see when you're out in public, right? Because I'm pretty sure I'm not sure if you can relate to this. And you see a younger woman acting a damn fool, right? Do you think that younger woman not only should be held accountable for how she's acting in public, but also should she be trying to act in a way better, like let's just say in a way better response to whatever is going on at that time around her? Should she be more classy? Should she be more respectful? Or should she just not act like that at all?
Don't act like that at all and be respectful.
Mm-hmm. Shouldn't that be some sort of better representation of who she's with at that time in their relationship? Oh, she froze up. Did you freeze up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, now I can hear you. You froze up for a second.
Man, we better get on video this bullshit ass Instagram.
Wait a second. I told you to hit me up when you was back on there, but you didn't. So,
man, I hit you up.
Are you on there?
Maybe 2 days after I had said I told you I was gonna download it. I think I hit you up a couple days later, but
yeah. Oh, so you was back on there?
Yeah, I mean I uninstalled it like earlier today because it kept dinging my phone and shit. But now I'll reinstall it. My old account let me go back on there, so.
Right. That's the one that yeah, that's the one that I'm actually following. Yeah, that's the one I'm following. Are you gonna host that?
Man, I'm not the one to be hosting. I don't like the spotlight.
Oh hell no!
I don't.
Come on, man. You used to host all the time.
I'll be with you in the spotlight, but I'm not. I cannot be the fucking primary in that bitch.
Okay, I'm just saying, be the host, man. You just not coming back. Be the host, man. Come on, man. No, you been gone a long time, man. I actually just jumped back on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe around, I think, maybe a few months ago. Yeah, I just jumped back on that shit. You know what I mean? And I've had a lot of.
Maybe you stayed on there because I seen you was doing your YouTube and shit.
Hell no, I ain't stay on that bullshit. No, I ain't say no. And tell you the truth, actually, everybody actually left pretty much at the same time, to be honest with you, because after you had left, then I had left, and then Honey had left, and then shit, after that, everybody just left. You know, and I wasn't on it for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? But look, okay, so let's get back on topic because we always tend to veer off.
Look at
you
Honey
know.
right there. There go Honey right
Oh,
there.
there she go. Hey, honey, we was just talking about you, baby. you know, hey, yeah. So let's just say this here. So back on topic here. So do you think that let me say this.
But yeah,
Do you
she. But
know
yeah,
that?
the crazy girl acting a fool. She needs to be held
Yeah.
accountable, and she needs to grow up.
Hey, honey. She said, hey, y'all. Hey, uh, well, hey, honey, don't go nowhere because I want to get your input next. Okay, so this is episode 1, man. Tony Ritter God Chronicles, man. This is episode 1. So I want to get your input. So don't go nowhere. That hopefully she come. She might not want to do it.
No,
so,
ask her.
All right.
Over here not making no type of sense. So maybe she might have a more.
Well, hey, that's the purpose of getting your input and just what I'm saying, and pretty much accepting what you put now, even though it makes no sense to me. But I will, but respectfully, like I said, I love you. I love you. Okay.
I should be done there soon. Like I said, it's about to be a big jump, but we gonna see.
You say down here?
I've been thinking about this shit so hard.
Cool. I can't wait. All right. So, all right, 2 more questions, and then you can, I guess you can keep watching or whatever you're gonna do, leave. But I would hope you keep watching. All right, 2 more questions. All right. First question here. All right. As far as wait, she froze up. She froze up. You froze up, Cam. Can you still hear me? Hello? I can't hear. Hello? She froze up. Okay, she froze up. Okay, she froze up. All right. All right. Who we got next in here? Who we got? All right, come on, honey. Come on. Someone bring me something, please. Yo. Somebody bring me something like some tissue or something. All right, here we go. How you doing, honey? Hello? Hello? I can't hear you. Hello? I can't hear you. Hello? Okay. I cannot hear you, baby. No, I can't. No, I cannot hear you. I can't hear you at all. Oh, okay. She is gone. All right. So who else do we got in here? Let's see. Who else we got? Okay, we got this. Would you like to come up, brother? You can give me your input, but I mainly want to speak to the women. But would you like to come up, brother, Mr. Scoop, and give me your opinion? Just your opinion for about 2 minutes, and then I'm going back to questions for the ladies. Would you like to come up, brother, Mr. Scoop? All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, that was the show. All right, who we got in here? Oh, it got too hot. Oh, okay. I was just wondering where you went. Oh, it cut off. Well, you want to come back in? Do you want to come back in? You want to come back in? You want to come back in? Okay. So I guess you can.
I had to switch to the tablet.
So I guess you can pretty much help me close out. This I've been the show been about an hour or so. You can help me close out. Would you like to help me close out? Yeah.
Where the hell I been?
Yeah, the show's been about an hour. So you can help me close out. So let me ask you these last two questions, and then you can help me close out. Would you like that? Would you like to help me do that?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So my last two questions is this: should young women, young like yourself and younger and older, should they be more submissive?
Submissive?
Yes.
You and these questions, man.
I mean, this is what happens on the show. I'm a host. I'm supposed to ask questions. This is what it is, man.
I don't think so.
Why?
Because women are already submissive.
I beg to differ.
So.
No, they're not. Not like you think. Not like you think.
I come from a different planet then.
Oh man. I mean, come on. All right, okay.
Submissive though, like I don't think so. No.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you.
They
should. I think women should be more submissive because now how a lot of things are now, because we have 75 to 80%, almost 90% of women, and I'm saying in this country specifically, that are not submissive. They want to be the man and the woman. You see what I'm saying? They want to be top dog. They want to be in charge.
Yeah,
and it was never
right though. Even down to the way they act.
Right. And it was actually never in the intention of a woman ruling anything. You see what I'm saying? We were the ones put in charge to rule and put in place. The woman is actually supposed to be the support system. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? She supports and she enforces whatever the rule is. You know what I'm saying? However it's going, she supports it, and she gonna run that shit the way it's supposed to be ran. That way the king will be happy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause she the queen, right? So she the support system. So hey, if the king say, hey, I want everybody over there in that field to move from that field over there to the other field. But then you got women that say, okay, well that field, it's all dirty and muddy. Why can't they just stay over here in this dry field where the roses are and the sunflowers are? You know what I'm saying? See, that's the deflection. That's the, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That's the fighting right there. That's the aggression. And that's the problem that all men have now with women, specifically black women, specifically. Now I can sit here and tell that white woman all day, hey, Can you come wash my feet? She gonna wash my feet. Let me tell that black woman that shit. Hell no, wash your own goddamn feet. I don't feel like doing that shit. I'm tired. Okay, well, you see, so that's where it comes to turn where what a woman won't do, well, this woman won't do, another woman will. And then we get attacked for, oh, well, he's a cheater, or well, he always is. Well, there may be something that woman is doing for this to even happen. Because, see, we spent 60 plus years and now and more trying to, trying to figure out, okay, what the women want, why we, what we shouldn't do, what we can do. But now, I think that women should start taking the time out to start figuring out, what do men want? It's not about, so it's always being made about y'all. Like, what the fuck? How are you superior? I mean, damn. How are you that superior? Last time I checked, we built the fucking world. Last time I checked. So what makes you more superior than us? You need us to have a motherfucking baby. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't just sit here and procreate on your own, and you know it. So what makes you... Anyway, I just think that, yes, women should be more submissive in this time, in this modern time period that we are in.
Yeah, I guess you are right. So I take my answer back. I'm gonna go with you because I mean that does make sense though. Because they trying to be whole men out here.
Yeah, they are. They're making up. And look, as you can see, nah, at all. And look here, I wouldn't give a damn if she was a damn butch, a bulldog, a stud, whatever you want to call her. She will never know what it is like to be a man on a day-to-day basis. She will never know that. So I can care less about what she thinks she experienced. She will never know that. And that's just facts. So my second question is, since that was a pretty much, yeah, go ahead. And that was a pretty good deliberation. So my second question is, why do you think that when when a woman is with a man, why do you think that, like, let's just say, because I don't want to throw this one out wrong at you. Let me try to throw it out in a better way. I don't want to I don't want to insult you in any kind of way. So I want to try to be honest, but in a respectful manner. Okay, so let's see here. Do you feel? Let me say it like this: do you feel that women should be in charge dominantly sexually? Why?
I don't know why, honestly, but me, I wouldn't want to. I'm not the dominant woman, so I don't know. Look, I don't.
Yeah.
Think
that's a good question.
Their egos are just. They need to. Yeah. I don't think so. Like, no.
No, I said no. Because see, I've spoken to a lot of women, and they said, yeah. And I was like, why? Wait a minute. I say, because last time I checked, we held the dick, you know what I'm saying? And y'all had the hole. I mean, I don't know how that works in your world. Last time I checked, and not to be disrespectful, but y'all lay on y'all back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all bend over, not us. What the fuck? And she was like, well, I can make some old crazy woman gonna say, well, I can make a man bend over. I can make a man. I say, well, he must be gay. He must be gay. You can make a man lay on his back.
Even why would she even say that? Because that's not even the point of you being able to make it. Like, a man is not supposed to do that.
Right. That's what I was trying to get across. Like, this woman was. See, I wish you
did. Women need to try to be dominant in anything.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Maybe as far as like maybe the household.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the kids.
Like that, okay.
And the kids.
You put the house up how you want it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Some
right,
shit like
right.
that, okay. But like as far as like sex and shit like the
Like
money,
building
especially
and
if
shit.
the man
Yeah.
is the one going to work and shit, like nah, you don't need to
Mm-hmm.
be dominating any of that shit.
True.
You can support it and you could be there
Yeah.
or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
don't be trying
But
to
see,
bend it. You don't need to be trying to think
mm-hmm.
about bending no motherfucker over. Why would you like? I wouldn't even want to do that shit. Like you can bend me over though. Like
you know what I'm saying? Right, right.
bitches like that is. I don't know, man.
And you know what? She was an older woman at that too. She was an older woman at that too.
Well, she probably like a little gay man. Then I mean, it's okay though if that's what you like. But damn.
Right, right.
It's
and
not
see,
about you being able to make them.
Right. And see, and that's why I say this. That's why I say, as a man.
I wish I could have told that lady that shit. Like,
that's why I wish you were. I wish you were there. I wish you were there that day when that happened. I was like, well, I wish. I thought about you too. I said, I wish Cam was here. She'd have chewed this bitch out.
Come on now. Who the fuck you think you is? You might as well just go ahead and try to do all the rest of the damn shit that a man do.
Right, right. See, I think women should be more dominant as far as controlling the household and, you know, tending to the children and teaching the children.
Yeah, me.
You know what I'm saying?
Too.
That is where I think they should be dominant because that, you know what I'm saying? That's y'all job. That is y'all place. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got so many women that are trying to take the place of a man and wondering why it's not really working out for them like that. You know what I'm saying? So I say let us be in our place and y'all be in y'all place. We stay in our place, y'all stay in. Know your role. You know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah. But now I sure appreciate you, man, coming to the show, man. You know, episode 1 of Tony Real the God Instagram Chronicles, man. So, you know, episode 2. I probably want to do episode 2. What today is?
Saturday.
It is. This is what today? What today's Saturday? Oh, it's after 12 now. So yeah. So what you think? When do you think episode 2 should happen?
Right now.
Come on. It is after 12. Okay, well, you know you're an hour ahead of me. So when do you think episode 2 should happen? What day?
Tomorrow when I get off work. If I even go.
Tomorrow?
Oh wait! No, not tomorrow. Today, because it's the next day. So today, when I get off.
Today? What time?
Well, I got the weekends off, so
mm-hmm.
I mean I'm gonna be here at the house. I'm only gonna go to work if they call me in, which they probably will though. That's why I say when I get off work, because they probably gonna call me because it's McDonald's. They fucking need help. Like, come on now.
I seen the photos you had posted too. I was like, she at the Mac now, man. She at the Mac. You know, what happened with the store? I mean, what happened with that?
I'm still at the Mac. But, hey, I'm not even about to shit. People be trying to downgrade that job. Like, bro, that shit, man, that shit is cool.
Oh, wait. Somebody in the comments. Okay, Chris, the topic, you will see exactly what the topic is on tomorrow. So, hopefully, I see you there. You will see what the topic is on tomorrow. So, I'm not gonna spill it right now because I don't want nobody to take it. So you will see what the topic is tomorrow. Well, it's already tomorrow, later today. All right. So let me see. What would be a good time to even? What you think would be a good time to even broadcast?
It doesn't even matter. Just ding my shit. I'll turn the notifications on. If I'm at work, shit, we finna do the show at work. I'm about to tell them I'm finna be in the lobby, y'all.
Like, oh wow, they allow you to do all that?
Nah. I mean, I probably could though, but.
Yeah, probably on your break or something. I mean, probably on your break or something. How long is your break?
That shit like 30 minutes. Depending on the topic, I might not skip the next one. But my shit's 30 minutes.
It should, you know what? Matter of fact, it shouldn't even be depending on the topic. The topic is the topic, Chris. All right, and so you better not skip. You better not. But come on in here. So yeah. So look, we can do 2 things. We can sit here and catch up, or we can go to our normal spot. And you already know what I'm talking about.
I guess we could go there because I kind of want to see what these people talk about.
You say, but I know you. I know you do, Chris. You know that topic gonna be nice. Look, the topic I already got it in my head too. I ain't gonna say it though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so this will do it on this topic on this show, y'all. My girl Cam, so you got anything else you want to say? You know what I'm saying? To close the show out. Anything else you want to say? Any advice you just want to throw out there?
Oh man, I can't do the advice.
Okay. Well, just to let you know, the video will be.
Damn way.
Well, just to let you know, the video, the video will be posted to my YouTube, Tony Real God Chronicles. All right. So I'm just giving you a heads up. It will be posted there. You know, because people want to, people want to see all this, because all this type of people love to see when you have those different perspectives. Especially when it's about women, because women can. I'm telling you, women these days, they love to attack this type of shit.
They need to get socked in their chest. They need to get socked in their chest like a man. That's what they need.
Yeah, shit. They ain't trying to hear that shit. The minute you even think about that shit, they ready to get you thrown in jail and your life destroyed and all that crazy shit.
Half of them got beat up already by one, and they still trying to beat them.
Still, yeah, you're right.
Your ass up.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't want them to cut me off because, you can go live for so long and they'll cut you off. I don't want to hit 2 hours and they'll cut me off. So we're gonna close out, man. I appreciate you coming, man. Tony Real God Instagram Chronicles, man. You know what I'm saying? I love you, man. And I'm gonna meet you over there. Is it the same page? Same page?
Yeah, same page.
Okay, I'm finna go meet you over there. I'll be there right now.
Alright, bye Chris. See you later.
All right. Bye. So make sure, go ahead. Okay, so y'all listen. So, whoever's in here, Chrissy and, Chrissy can. So make sure everybody come tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, and y'all will see the topic of the new episode tomorrow. All right. So, all right, Chrissy, I see you. I will see y'all later on today, tomorrow, however this shit works. All right, that's it. I am out of here, y'all. I am out of here. All right, this was a good show. Good show. All right, I'm trying to see how do I. Oh, okay, so I basically just. All right, I guess I just do this and then. All right, I guess